Hi all, welcome back to Kitabbaz. I am back with another book review. Today I am going to review an unusual biography that is written by a free-spirited author and activist Glennon Doyle. The title of this memoir is Untamed. For those of you who are new to Kitabbaz, please take time to subscribe to our channel and also hit the like button if you like any of our video book review. If you want to reach out to us, please make sure to type in your comments in the section below. This is definitely one of the best reads that I have had in recent times and definitely a 5-star book that I would say this is. And my reasons to give it such a great rating is A, it is a compilation of almost 60 to 70 short stories from Glennon's life, and in each such story she's provided a perspective of how she went about overcoming a situation, or in some cases even getting stuck in a situation wanting to please everyone else around in her family. B, several instances in this book show a perspective of how we make life decisions, and a ton of them are very common to what you and I would make in our lives. And invariably, several of those decisions, we end up making decisions in order to please someone else. And she's at some stage given a very interesting read on how focus should be on your inner knowing versus wanting to play the tune of what people around you want you to be. And C, Glennon is a commoner. It's not a story of a super successful business tycoon, and that's something which makes me feel that it's easy to connect with the stories that she has highlighted in various chapters of this book. So let's begin the review of Untamed by Glennon Doyle. The prologue of this book is quite thought-provoking, and I'm going to narrate this to you. It begins with Glennon and her family's visit to a zoo, and as they witness a cheetah run. For those of you who do not know, a cheetah in the zoo is tamed in the companionship of a dog, and a cheetah run involves a dog taking the first turn in chasing a moving target. And as you can imagine, the dog takes several seconds to accomplish this task. Next, the cheetah takes a turn, and in a flash of light, blink of seconds, and the cheetah has accomplished the task. Completely unaware of his natural instincts, the cheetah is living a contented life in the zoo. So Glennon poses this question: are we all cheetahs who have been tamed to live by the societal norms? Read on this book and watch this video to know more. As I had said earlier, this is a compilation of 60 or 70 odd short stories from Glennon's life. Let me narrate you some of them to give you a perspective on what this book is all about. One such story that I found very compelling was when Glennon actually was facing a situation of her husband cheating on her, and she was unsure on what her course of action should be. And in determining what to do next, she ended up asking all her friends, family, and even a therapist. And eventually also did a Google search on what to do in such a situation. And that's something where she admitted that her life hit a rock bottom, that she could not even make a decision around her life by her own thoughts. In several chapters across this book, Glennon has given her perspective on the gender inequality. And in one such instance, she has made a very unusual and quite interesting observation, that of the kind of products we offer to our girls and boys. So she has compared shampoos, and what she implied there is we are offering these soft and silkier products for our girls and strong and powerful shampoos for our boys. And in many ways, the societal norms are forcing our kids to get into these rigid molds of what they are expected to be. Further along, Glennon has written extensively about her experience while she transformed herself from being a drug addict and an alcohol abuse victim into a sober person when she learned about her pregnancy. And that journey is really quite compelling to read. And there's several instances where she's relied on her inner knowing to really guide her to the right path and do what was right for herself and for her loved ones. Some of the chapters talk about Glennon's experience as a parent, and one such story I found really very touching to the heart is about her experience of taking both her daughters for piercing their ears at their wish. and one daughter, Emma, she ends up getting her ears pierced in a flash of a second without any complaints. And Tish develops a cold feet looking at the pain that it will inflict on her and chooses not to get her ears pierced. And as is a common norm, we end up asking our kids to be brave and not back out on such situations. Glennon respects her daughter's decision and tells her that what she has done is indeed a brave decision. And in Glennon's own definition of brave, is not to do things that you fear for, but to do things which your inner self wants you to follow. And that's something which I would say is a very important point to make note on. At one stage in the book, Glennon gets to know about her sexual preferences, that she loves another woman. The mind games of how she deals with this and also thinks through about what to do with her cheating husband versus her loving kids, and how to make a decision between these contradicting options that she faces. And eventually she ends up choosing a life of her own knowing, and that's a story which is narrated very beautifully. Somewhere in the book, Glennon has showed a very hard-hitting concept in conversation with her daughter, and the story that evolved there was around Glennon telling her daughter that if she has the option to disappoint everyone else or to disappoint herself, she should always choose the option to disappoint everyone else and choose to do what her inner self wants her to do. This is a very interesting perspective, as several instances we also in our life end up doing things only to please someone else versus wanting to follow our own knowing, and that's something which one should keep in mind. Another parenting experience that Glennon has provided for in this book that I want to narrate to you is about her son Chase, who started to fade away from their life once they gifted him a mobile at the age of 13. Glennon then goes on to course correct her actions, and in her conversation with her son explains to him how the mobile is having an undesired effect on his life. And just because everyone else in his class has a mobile does not make it a must-have item for him. And the conversations are definitely shown to be very touching and real ones. Definitely in the current times, all of us as adults are required to reassess how we are viewing the world from the social windows of our mobile and see how to optimize our outlook towards them. As this book is written by a woman, I must say that Glennon has done immensely well for not using the book as a context to do male bashing. More so, despite the fact that she had a husband who was cheating on her. She has really done well to focus on the core issue of knowing ourselves, your inner selves, and trying to remedy the situation by following your inner knowing versus trying to tell how others have been in wrong in dealing with you. Even as Glennon has done immensely well in showing how she is leading her life, following her knowing, towards the end in one chapter, Glennon has documented about her insecurities in interacting with her ex-husband's girlfriend, and that's something which has showed her weaker side. With this, I'll end my video book review, and with a mention or reiteration that this is a 5-star book review, and if you like this, make sure to hit the thumbs up. And also, if you're new to KitabBaz and if you have survived to watch this video to the end, please click the subscribe button. This will allow us to keep you notified as and when KitabBaz releases any new videos. Bye for now and take care.